You are listening to High Score 510, where sports and comedy regain some culture.
No, we always throw Blue in there somehow. But it was Stranger Things mixed with Jumanji 2.
But what it?
You ever seen that?
Stranger Things Blue is Stranger Things versus Jumanji 2.
Yeah, it's two. It's both.
You should get a job naming the strands of strings.
Yo, like that, those things don't even connect, Jared. Like, Nigga. What the hell are you doing right now?
Might as well have some of this booty sweat I got back in Da Nang.
Did you get a new speaker there?
Mm-hmm.
Did you go kayaking with that one?
This one's fully waterproof. It's supposed to be water resistant, maybe.
Might as well have some of this booty sweat I got back in Da Nang.
Big difference between waterproof and water resistance.
Thank you, boy, big baby, man.
Can we sound check us?
Mm-hmm. Nigga, you get off your phone, your 1 hour of screen time. Aaron had the nerve, y'all. Aaron had the nerve.
I'm only on my phone 1 hour
a week. He said, no, a week. This nigga had that.
I said an hour 50 minutes a week.
We all looked at each other like
2 hours a week.
This nigga went home to get a raincoat.
Sent me a push notification telling me that I was 600% of what I was over last week. And with my average.
Alright, so did your phone get cut off last week?
Well, you can set it.
Are you off?
No, you know what it was? Like I told you, most of my screen time
That was
comes
the end of the month.
from me watching movies late at night. Like I'm usually. What happened was, like I said, usually I'm not like Jared is on his phone. Dwight, download the update, cause then you could talk. Cause let's see how long you on your phone.
I'm not the one who said I only been on my phone for
You're right about
50 minutes a week.
I said
screen time only hour 50 minutes a week. Nigga, we just sat for 30 minutes.
I see, unlike you, I can admit when I'm look more screen, not touch. I can admit when I'm wrong. Alright? I'm wrong. I was wrong. But I'm guaranteed something I won't be wrong about, that you'll be at least double or triple times the amount of screen time that I have. Cause you on your phone at work. Only time I look at my phone at work is when a parent texts. I don't be outside on my phone. You don't catch me sitting down on my phone.
I will say that.
How many times Jared sends a text?
Whenever Aaron types in his password, whatever screen is on there, depends on if it's at the home screen, if it's on Instagram. If it's on Instagram, he's going to be on the phone for 10 minutes. Even if it's
you're right. You're right.
But if it's at his home screen, he'll go directly to what he needs to do.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. When I'm at work, I'm not on the phone. And everybody at work can attest to that. Jared can't say the same thing. How many times we get a Black Sports Online or a Twitter or a text from you, and it's all during your work hours?
I get breaks. I got little breaks.
They're not just on your breaks, Jared. I've seen you on the floor. I've seen you at work on the phone with kids in your room, in your classroom.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the reason.
I'm putting that on. I'm putting on a movie. I'm letting the kids look at a movie. And I'm helping Aaron get his fix in while he's in there with me on his phone. Aaron be like, I ain't never on my phone unless I'm with Jared while the movie's on.
So I made my picks, right? How fast did I do anything else after that? Nope. Made my picks and walk out.
Nigga, you came to the classroom one day. It's like, man, I'm trying to figure out what this Yahoo emoji rankings is. They did all the NFL teams on Yahoo with emojis. He came and sat down for 20 minutes trying to figure out all the emojis.
Because you know why? Because
I don't be on my phone.
It came through a push notification. But we're talking about 30 seconds versus you sending out 6 or 7 emails 30 seconds,
bro.
Do we have to go through the text? That should be our debate.
We go to
how much you use your phone. You are the person. You know what, Jared? I don't mind the argument, but you the person that can't make that argument. You need to remember that. There's certain persons that can make arguments, and certain people that can't. You don't see
messenger is not always the perfect.
I'm not the perfect. No. The messenger has to be perfect, or else the argument is shitty. And we talked about that before with the
Jesus was a messenger, and they didn't think he was worthy. It's all subjective playing.
We talked about the
Kaepernick had a good message, and they said
we talked about the message.
He had women taking shots off his belly, at a frat row. You know what I'm saying? He also wear a Fidel Castro shirt, so he obviously ain't the right messenger. The messenger has
to be, at least for that time period, the good messenger. There's the reason why the civil rights. What was the spark plug behind the civil rights? Rosa Parks on the bus. Was she the first woman to get arrested off the bus for not giving up a seat? No, in fact, she was the second woman. There was another woman, but she was darker skinned, teenage, and pregnant. So the civil rights movement didn't get behind her. But then 2 months, 3 months later, it's like, oh, we got this light skinned woman who is also working hard, this and that. We could get behind her if they didn't do the shit on purpose. We still
it sounds like you're diluting your movement.
But what I'm saying is. The messenger has to be the right messenger for that time period. And for this argument of screen, you're not the right messenger.
You ain't the right messenger. Hey, hold on, Brandon.
You can't.
You can't either, nigga.
I'm not the black. You don't want to argue about my screen.
Nigga, all of a sudden, this nigga acting like, nah, you can't. I am the judge and the arbiter on what is and what isn't when it comes to screen time. Yet I got 3 different devices, and I'll be looking on my Instagram on my old phone. It's like, now my old phone broken though.
Old phone been broken for over 2 months now.
Nah, it's not, nigga. That's a lie. Me and Brandon have watched you here at the podcast on your old phone.
2 months. I know, that was a lie.
I can go back to audios where you click something and something from a porn website starts like, you want sexy time? That happened on the last podcast, nigga.
Over a month.
Maybe. It's not been over a month, nigga.
I doubt it's
over a month. Not been a month.
Over a month.
You have lost all credibility. Anything you said before this by saying it's been over a month. You started with 2 months. Now you be like, maybe it's over. Like, no. Maybe like 28 days. Almost a month.
Find me the proof. That's all I need to ask for.
Okay.
Find me the proof.
Then we record this conversation.
We getting the proof because every time. Yeah, and we already went over that audio. We already put it 9 minutes just to make sure.
I did my part. You ain't done yours.
Brandon said,
"Wait, no,
pick a video. You ain't done your part, nigga. You still ain't picked the video.
Send us a link.
I want the cash.
Look, now it's cash. They're like, now I want your mama or your girlfriend's credit card. Now I want cash. Nigga, you gotta make up your mind.
Because you guys ain't stepped up.
No, because we waiting for you to say, I got a video. This is the video I want.
When I owe somebody, I just step up and pay them. Right then and there.
You didn't say you wanted cash,
no matter how they want it. Hey,
we sat here like, hey, Aaron, which video do you want? Like, man, I want to get 10 $5 videos. And we're like, what?
Give me the cash.
You sound like a schizophrenic website trying to get payment right now, nigga.
I have to change it up because you guys full of shit.
No, like, put in your email address. Now put in your credit card number. Now actually put in your PayPal. No, put in your Venmo. Yeah. Actually, no. Put in your cash route number. Which your Wells Fargo.
It's actually a subscription.
You better hurry up before I ask for a goddamn check.
The word broke means a lot of different things here. Because he got his new phone because his old phone was broken.
No.
But he was still on it.
No. I didn't get my new phone. I got the new phone. The new phone's on.
It's like, man, my phone's fucked up. It's broken. I got the iPhone 10 now. But I still use my old phone, even though it's broken.
It wasn't broken. I got the iPhone 10
and now it's broke.
This shit would like reset itself.
Oh, she sleeps.
But I can still use it.
Oh, now it's broke.
I can still use it. Here's the thing you gotta know about me. I might throw out some days, some months, and year. If you correct me, that's fine. I'll admit that I'm wrong.
No, you arguing right now, nigga. That's the whole point. You ain't admit nothing.
I'm arguing because you can't sit here and tell me that it just broke a week and 2 weeks ago. You saw me on it. When I ain't used to shit in a month.
I said,
I'm not
last
lying.
time we recorded, which was 3 weeks ago.
I wasn't on it then, dude. It broke when I was still working with Albert. And I stopped working with Albert for over 3 weeks. We could go down each weekend, what I did each weekend the last weeks, and you could know when I worked with Albert. That's the reason why I had to take a day off on Thursday, because I ain't had no damn days off.
Kill Whitey!
Now, I'm gonna make a bet with you, Jared.
Context.
My new bet with Jared is that I want 3 new sound bites every week.
We gotta get a new nigga. Hey! I'm not putting in all the work. Y'all better start helping out then.
We send you sound bites. You don't put them. You don't take our sound bites.
Okay, what sound bites? Show me the links to the sound bites y'all just sent me.
We sent you the pack. I ain't sent you nothing recently.
Exactly.
But you can't say.
No. You can't say something and then be like, "Well, I ain't done it in a long time."
Since we did the podcast, we sent you sound bites.
You ain't sent me nothing since the last time we recorded, which was 3 weeks ago.
All right. Then I'll send you something.
Jared records the sound bites just for the show. I played him a soundboy 10 minutes ago.
You did?
Oh, he did?
He's like, he started playing all his own soundbites.
Let's play his other article.
Play this shit out loud. Brad is telling you to soundbite. He played you 2 soundbites that he wanted. You didn't record neither one of them.
He wanted a cut-up version of a Ricky Lake show, which had too much ambient noise. That's not going to be good.
Oh, okay.
Number 2.
Okay. So every soundbite you use sound perfect. You're talking about too much.
I didn't say it sound perfect. It's not the greatest quality because we ain't doing no studio recordings to create these sound bites. But I'm not, just like you try to give me the fuck John Wayne line from your boy, what's his name?
That was her Public Enemy.
From Public Enemy. But you didn't realize, you remember that line so clearly, but what you don't realize is that he's saying it in the background of hella other shit going on and somebody rapping over him. So it doesn't sound good. You can barely hear him say fuck John Wayne when you get it in on the speaker. So that's the kind of stuff I'm going at. Obviously, y'all know. But y'all tell me the last time y'all sent me a soundbite, other than Brandon showing me where I messed up 3 weeks ago, and I played another soundbite when he gave me the soundbite. But that's the only other time I've gotten one in a while. I'm not gonna put months, times, days, and weeks on it because I could be wrong, and I don't have to admit when I'm wrong. But I will say, it's not like y'all inundated me with 3 soundbites a week. You want 3 new soundbites, y'all better contribute at least 2 of them a week.
All right.
The third.
Well,
so that means
2 soundbites a week. That's all we got to do.
So slowly, we're going to erase all your sound. So that's what you're saying.
They have to be quality enough for me to put them on here. I'm not gonna get fuck John Wayne. I'm not gonna get a snippet cut up from an Instagram page of a Ricky Lake episode where they also bleeping out half the shit.
I like to bleep out the N-word right now when I talk to Jared.
Whatever, nigga. Y'all ain't nothing but some. That's what I gotta say to y'all. All right, you ready to start the show? Brandon, give me a letter.
Oh.
We start with.
Man, start the damn show.
We already in the debate section right now. We already had the debate section is over for the day. We debated Brett. We debated Aaron.
Letter A.
A. Ambivalent, amphibious acronyms.
Alligators, Algiers, Ambient.
Aloysius, acid, asinine.
The other A words.
Arkham Asylum Association.
Altoids, apricots, apples.
Aaron against Anglos.
Aardvark awareness.
Oh, Brandon Cook got me a touchdown. Oops, my bad. No talking about the TV screen, y'all.
Like I said, this is how I know he ain't gonna stick up to the whole Sydney soundbite things because he can't stick to the rule he put on about the TV screen.
I'm looking at my fantasy score right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm looking at my fantasy team. Anyways, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the High Score 510 podcast. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. No Facebook actually. YouTube, and our highscore510.com page. Look us up and look for the NBA logo with a nug instead of a ball. Yeah. Anyways, we are here with.
This is Aaron Grayson, also known as AG Smooth. Sitting here coming at you like a little kid playing playing Black Ops 4, but shouting and yelling at the fool on his team playing Blackout because it ain't Fortnite.
I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
They sound like the overnight DJ at KBLX right now.
I said AG Smooth.
And by the way, Aaron pulled out this big ass map looking for Wakanda.
Come on. Still trying to find Wakanda. According to everybody on Instagram, Wakanda was a real place, the way they was acting when Black Panther came out last February.
I'm in love with Wakanda.
I'm in love with Wakanda.
This is Brandon, a.k.a. Taco Pablo. I waited about 12 minutes. Well, no, maybe about 20 minutes for 3 tacos across the street, that might be my last time going there.
How are those tacos?
They're all right.
Well, the fact you're not in there messing up the toilet that I cleaned very heavily this morning tells me that you having a better experience with those tacos than I had. There's a reason I ain't ate there in 5 years, and I've been living here 6.
Truck across the way.
I've been living here 6, and I ain't there in 5 years.
Business.
Yeah, you know what? See, I'll tell you if it's a good taco spot.
I needed to close down so I can start using that as a parking lot again.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
That's when life is really good.
It's a good taco spot if your friends don't exclusively buy French fries when they go there. It's like, man, all I get is the fries when I'm there.
It's a good taco spot when the person that lives across the street from him tell you he won't eat there ever again.
Oh, you sound like Brandon's room.
Where's Brandon?
Fuck all that, nigga. Your name is funky because you come up in here smelling like butt crack now.
Yo, squash all that, man. All I'm talking about, the food better be on. You hear what I'm saying?
Oh, look at this nigga, Mr. Baller, Mr. High Roller, Mr. Flash your fucking money. What's this you got it like that, punk? Pay a nigga now.
You got my food now? Or maybe, do you have my food now?
Fuck all the dumb shit. Let me tell you something. You don't come in this motherfucker making no goddamn demands. Nigga fuck around and throw your punk ass on the grill.
Straight make some barbecue, bitch.
Fuck all that. Nigga bake all 3 they punk ass make 3 bitch pie now.
Look, why don't we just give him all money now, okay? Yo, forget that kid, man. The original deal was a deposit. I refuse to be intimidated by these 3 losers. That's bullshit, man. It's just bullshit.
Especially like some midget like you hairy bastard.
Kick it, cuz. Look here, motherfucker. I will kick you in your nuts and make your jaws swell.
You think you won't? You punk ass niggas, huh?
Yo, kid.
Look, okay, just have the food there. Thank you.
Yo, the food better be on.
Nigga, your sister better be on.
Your mother's on.
Hey, your grandmama's straight on.
Thank you, Jared.
There you go, Brandon.
That's a long soundbite.
Brandon wanted a long soundbite. I gave it to him. Don't say I never did nothing for y'all niggas. Oops, I mean for y'all brothers.
What movie was that?
That's House Party 3.
You know what? I'm not gonna say anything because part of my Cuddy shout out has to do with something that. So let's not discuss this anymore because I don't want my Cuddy shout out to come out now. But just know House Party 3. Remember that. We're gonna go back to this. All right, Jared, introduce yourself. That's funny because it's a direct relation to my Cuddy corner.
Oh Jesus. And my name is Jared, aka DJ Art. The D is silent, so it's just Jart.
Oh yes, sir. I miss you like a whole Miss Fly, like a baby, Miss Mammy Titty. I miss you like I Mrs. Rock in my shoe. Now, I ask you, who this nigga on that land?
Shout out to Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson, you the realist.
Terror alert has been raised to eggshell white on the Cadillac.
That sounds like a choice.
Brandon, what we got to talk about for here?
You gonna eat your cornbread?
And waste 10 more minutes.
Man, it sounds like Daniel Cormier is trying to eat all the cornbread, man.
Look like Daniel Cormier ate all the cornbread. That's the most out of shape elite athlete I've ever seen.
Was he more out of shape than Derek Lewis though?
Dude, he looked more out of shape. They both look. So that tells me, how athletic is your sport if the 2 people on top are that out of shape?
You gotta be really good.
I mean, they're not marathon runners.
They're not. I don't expect them to be marathon runners. I don't expect them to be super cut up, but don't have belly fat hanging. They had belly fat. Both of them had belly fat hanging, and Cormier had more belly fat hanging than Lewis. Lewis looked like he at least did some kind of lifting or exercise, or even got out of bed. Cormier looked like he ate cornbread and pupusas all day.
Well, you think like he's a light heavyweight fighting a heavyweight.
He's
like
he's
a heavyweight.
His weight fluctuates, so like he's gonna have some fat on him. He's gonna have to gain weight. He's gonna
lose skin. He's gonna have a little loose skin.
That wasn't loose skin. I was loose fat.
Man, you talked to Oprah about loose skin, okay? He has to get bigger. He has to get smaller. He has to be a certain weight on a certain day.
He could beat my ass, and I'm still saying that. He ate the wagon.
Cormier is a big motherfucker. You know, certain people have different body types. You know what the father said? You gonna always be fat. In Nutty Professor, he's like, you gonna always be fat, boy. He's like, you know. So I think it's important that Cormier knows his body type. He's a round mound of rebound. He's a.
Well, see, think about that. Barkley was round like him, but he wasn't fat like Cormier.
He's a chocolate fat cake of combat.
Like Charles Barkley would get fat in the off season.
But they play different sports.
They do.
Like
But
he
Charles
runs a lot more than
he's running a lot more.
Well, that's what I said. What does it say about your sport if the most athlete? Because think about boxing. Those motherfuckers don't come in looking like this.
Well, the thing about MMA and mixed martial arts is you have so many different body types. You have different body types, different styles, and the way they match up and meet can create the difference in where the momentum of the fight goes. So it's interesting to see. I give it to you. I don't think Cormier he doesn't look like he's somebody that's super fit,
and that he doesn't have to get fit to win.
He does. He is very fit though, Aaron. He has great cardio. He doesn't get tired. Like some fighters.
Maybe he's just great compared to those fat ass fuckers he's fighting against.
Well, we talked about this before.
If you've ever been in a fight or in a boxing thing, like you get tired quick.
Yeah.
The fact that you do that for
someone leaning on you. Like I thought about
this.
Someone leaning on you. Look, I had older siblings. I know what it's like to have an older sibling lean on you, and how much energy it took just to get that motherfucker off of you for 5 minutes. Yeah. You were completely drained. I was sweating and drained. My older sister that was her way of punishment. Was just I'm just gonna basically sit on you. You know, I'm 6 and she's
this magic moment.
What the fuck is punishment?
It's the LA accent, man.
That's the LA accent. Like you say, Mexicans and punishment.
You know what the problem is? Hey, Brandon, you heard it straight from Pedro. But that day he called in. What did it sound like when he said Mexicans? Just like I say it, right? Exactly the same. That's the first part.
M-E-S-S-I-C-A-N, Mexican.
Hold on, man.
No,
you said punishment though.
But this is what I'm saying.
Let that tussin get in there, boy. Let that tussin get in there.
This is what I'm saying. This is all I'm saying. You know, the problem is Bay Area is a small place. I just had a conversation with Pedro about this today. I'm about to offend you Bay Area people. Bay Area is a small place, a lot smaller than you think. And it's a bubble. And for the people that never lived outside that bubble, then you don't understand. People talk differently. People act differently. People don't understand how big difference. There's some big differences each geographic region is. So when I say something like tussin, or whatever the hell you said, did you claim I say?
You said that's how my sister put punishment on me.
It's not about how I say it, it's about what I meant. That's the most important. I know in LA, you don't go off of what someone say, how they say it, you go off of what they mean by it.
I understand.
It's like when someone's sitting there sucking their teeth, he can say everything wrong as he can be, and I ain't gonna correct him.
Hey,
go ahead, hit that magic ball.
No. When I listen
to
Emmitt Smith and Magic Johnson speak, I understand what they're trying to say, but they still
you can't compare me. You can't compare me to two ignorant ass motherfuckers. Magic has gotten smart, but two brothers who start off ignorant but work their way up. I'm gonna give him credit. I'm gonna give Magic credit because he came from a very poor family who was a working class family, and he worked. And Magic didn't have to go to school. We know that. Magic worked his way up to being a smart businessman that makes bad hires with the Lakers. Emmitt Smith.
I think
we gotta give Emmitt Smith credit.
No matter how poor your family is, you still could learn.
Magic didn't have to learn. He was playing ball. I ain't gotta learn. I'm playing ball. You know what? They said I ain't have to. My speech person was just there to take me out the room, so I didn't have to do math because I was there to play ball. Right? Now, here's the thing, Emmitt Smith. You got to give him credit. I give him credit, too. They not ignorant no more. Not as much. Emmitt Smith to come from Florida, that's enough to say right there. The fact that he can spell his own name from Florida, he won. He's winning. No, not that one, Brandon. Give me the other one. Give me the other beer, Brandon.
Dig deeper in the freezer, Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon. Hey, Brandon, pour me a brew. Thank you, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, pour me a brew too.
Brandon, man, you just hitting off the brew.
Hey, man, you pouring people brews, Brandon.
Y'all ain't shit.
If you guys don't know, Brandon's a new father, but he's also a part-time bartender here.
Yeah, he's a bartender at a pub.
He's the high-score bartender.
Is there a difference between a bartender at a pub and a bartender at a real bar that has hard liquor? Because I'm like, do they get tipped the same? Do they get pay the same wage?
Yeah, the difference is one of them you shouldn't tip.
Yeah.
Aaron tries to convince you to tip.
And one of them you should tip only a little.
Yeah.
No. At the bar, I'll be honest, I don't like tipping at bars.
I'll tip at the bar if they make me a nice drink. Or they pour me a nice
If they make, okay, we all went out this Friday to this bar that used to be about I don't know what it's called because it was about 3 different places. First, it was easy, and then too many brothers came, so then they started charging a surcharge. Then all of a sudden, it became something else with letters on the wall. Might have been called puzzles or some hipster shit like that. Some white some hipster shit. Puzzles.
Then it became an HBO late night TV show.
Did it? Seemed like it.
Remember the Cat House on HBO?
Oh yeah. That's what it's called, the Cat House now.
Something like that. Yeah.
So I tell you this, it's changed, but it does make great drinks. Now I would tip her a nice $1 tip with each drink she made because it took a lot of, it was some mixology there.
And you liked her?
No. She had the personality of I don't want to say because it's gonna come off bad.
You can say it.
She has the personality of an Asian girl who's been liking the white guys her whole life.
Oh, well,
I told you it's gonna come out bad. You didn't believe me.
That's okay.
That's
half Asian.
And now we're all saying.
I said an Asian girl that's been dating white guys.
You get half a pass from my Asian side. Let's get to the UFC real quick. Let's break down these fights last night real quick. We'll do a quick breakdown. So, if y'all didn't know, last night was UFC 230.
Why they keep giving it numbers like that, man?
Because that was
just call it Fight Night and just charge.
Well, they just do because the Fight Night is a whole nother is like part of their free thing. They do Fight Nights on like Fox Sports. They do and they do the pay-per-views. All the pay-per-views have numbers. That's the way they keep track.
All right.
Anyways, excuse me, I had to burp. So it's UFC 230 last night. Pretty good card overall with the action we saw. Saw a couple of knockouts, some stoppages. So it wasn't one of those where everyone was just like wrestling.
No, yeah,
rounds.
it was knockouts.
Which I think the UFC is trying to do more of. But last night there weren't very many like legit fights where you're like, this is gonna be a really tight fight. You saw what you did see was some up and comers, certain prospects that like the UFC, they weren't black. The UFC would probably treat them like McGregor or Sage Northcutt and put them on like, man, you get a title fight after your fourth fight because we love blonde-haired white dudes and we trying to make sure that they get all that white money in. Sorry, I don't mean to say that, white people that listen to our show, but y'all know it's true. That's part of the privilege. Just learn that. Learn the world is built around your market value. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Anywho. But yeah, so you saw some up and comers. A couple young fighters that have a real like stand up striking background and could be pretty entertaining fighters. The dude Israel Adesanya, the Nigerian style. His nickname was a style bender. He fought Derek Brunson. Derek Brunson is going Derek Brunson. Derek Brunson needs to go. He's mediocre at best.
That dude fell down on a whiff. He got whiffed and skinned.
His cardio.
It was like he got skinned by a bullet.
Well, he got knocked out by Robert Whittaker.
I expect people to fall down like that when a bullet skins your head, not when a punch skins your head. Like it's skin, like most of it. And it wasn't even one of those where it's like, okay, he still got caught with like half the punch. No. It was a skin.
Yeah.
Like if he had hair, it might have just moved his hair. We would have called it a hair punch.
It looked like Derek Brunson essentially was like, when you get like one of those like dudes who's probably like past. He's starting to get old. Like he's past like his mid-40s. He's in his 50s, 60s, 70s.
Is he in his 50s?
No. I'm just saying. I'm saying that's what it looked like. You know the old man who be like, I'll still fight, boy, and he's drunk though.
Yeah.
So he's old. He ain't got the reflexes, and the balance is already fucked up because he's drunk. That's what Derek Brunson looked like for the last like minute of the fight because he's getting skimmed. He was throwing punches and missing. Falling all over the place. He got punched with a straight like just jab to the face. He was like, oh shit, and just like falling over. He looked like an old drunk man.
Somebody need to check on that.
He got knee to the face. He probably did have a concussion.
I'll tell you who had a concussion.
We'll tell you who had a concussion though.
The ring doctor. The ring doctor. Before you can continue this, Jared, and you're right, I'm sorry for interrupting, but UFC ring doctors look like they should all have their medical license questioned. One of the women looked like she ran backdoor abortions out of Albuquerque. That's how she got in. Someone else, the other ring doctor, had a black eye. Another dude looked like the dude that used to be Dr. Kevorkian's assistant. Like, I'm like, dude, what kind of ring? So that's who might have. The ring doctor had a black eye, Brandon.
He did have a black eye. He looked like he probably owed somebody money, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna be on the take for this next fight. I'll try to end this fight early if they have a stoppage." But he looked like he got punched in the face by a bookie, collecting their money. That's what he looked like. Anyways, so you saw Israel Adesanya Beat Derek Brunson. Derek Brunson's probably on his last legs in the UFC. He's peaked out of where he could be. You had another guy, Robeson. I forgot his first name. Fought Jack Marshman. And at the beginning of the fight, I was like, I've seen this dude, Jack Marshman, before. And I was like, I've seen him before. And I was like, I'm trying to remember. And I was like, oh, this dude could take an ass whooping. Oh, yeah. Bruh, he took some of the hardest punches for 3 whole rounds. He didn't drop. Getting kicked, punched, and just like not phased by taking the punch. He's Welsh, by the way. Just gonna put that out there. I'm not trying to say anything about Welsh people, but you know what? I ain't fighting none of y'all because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to knock y'all out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might bring a gun or a knife so I can say, you know, I got to put you down like that to get you to go down. But this dude was taking punches, some hard ass punches. Robeson looks really dope. Looks like he could be a really tight fighter. He's gonna be tested on how he deals with the ground game though. But kickboxer style, I think he won the tough a season ago maybe. Other fights, let me think. What was the other fights, Aaron?
There was more.
There was
that one with my boy D'Souza.
Oh shit! Wait, before we get to that one, there was another one. David Branch versus Jared Cannonier.
Wait, can I see that picture so I can see what you're talking about?
Jared Cannonier versus David Branch. David Branch has been always like a pretty solid pro, pretty good fighter. But Jared Cannonier has fought heavyweight. This fool cut down to, what was the fight under? It was
oh yeah, I remember that one.
Which fight was this at? Middleweight. He went down to middleweight. Jared Cannonier looked more shredded than a Julius salad. This motherfucker used to look like Daniel Cormier. He looked like a hybrid between Daniel Cormier / Derek Lewis. Like, he's kind of a fat dude. They kept showing his highlights, and I was like, Aaron, do you see his old highlights? He was hella like just like kind of like
he was cut.
He was cut. He looked, bruh. It was kind of wild. He looked like if Norbit got shredded up. I was like, what is this? Like,
he was shredded.
Dude, it was crazy, but he still has that heavyweight power.
Yeah.
Caught David Branch. David Branch got him on the ground, but Cannonier has that strength built up from, like, kind of like Draymond Green, got the strength of being big as his whole life. You heard me tell me, yeah.
Throw that in there.
So, being big his whole life, cut down, so he still had that strength. So when David Branch, who's really high level Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, got him on the ground, was trying to work him, he was able to still get back up. Like, he was able to avoid a couple of little precarious situations, get back up. And then in a little exchange second round, he just caught him with a straight. Branch punched him, he responded with a straight punch to Branch's face, and Branch went down and looked like he fell back like several feet. And at that point, he looked like he was like, man, I don't want to do this no more. And at that point, Cannonier got on top of him, ground pounded him until he TKO'd him. Mm-hmm. Now,
my favorite part is when they ground pound, because it's basically the way of saying this is the worst part of society. My boy D'Souza.
Oh yeah,
D'Souza.
Chris Weidman versus Jacare Souza. Now Jacare Souza has been around a long time. Very good fighter, very quality fighter. His ability to keep cardio has always been an issue, and just him like always being. He's basically at the level above the gatekeeper for the elite. He's like the dude he's like Idris Elba in the Thor movies. Like he's like, you know, he a bad motherfucker, but you never really see him be the bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Against like the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? He ain't beating Thor's sister, who was crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna beat everybody else up to that point, right? Anyways,
he never seen it before.
He went from a fighter to another fighter.
Well, no. So in MMA, you have fighters that are gatekeepers that are like a standard, like they're a certain level of good. They're never going to be the elite, or they're a certain level of good, but they're never going to be that next tier up that then proves, if you beat me, you don't prove that you're elite, you prove that you belong in the main populace of this division. Oh, you beat me, you prove that you're an elite.
Shh, come here.
You beat me, you prove that you're in the top maybe 5 to 10 in this weight class. You know what I'm saying? So that there's a couple different gatekeepers in this sport. That's why you have all these young guys fight these gatekeepers. Now, bitch! Anyways, So Sousa's kind of been like a gatekeeper, except like that little slightly cut above the just a typical gatekeeper for whatever it is. But he's lost fights that I thought he should have won, and then he's beaten dudes with like, you know, in emphatic fashion. Your boy Chris Weidman has been benefited from a crazy series of events the most, and he's still somehow considered one of the top. What are they, welterweights? What's he, middleweight? Middleweight.
It was middleweight.
Where's that fight card at? Somebody had that. Somebody help me out because I don't know.
Middleweight.
Yeah, top 5 middleweight because he beat Anderson Silva, who's arguably maybe the best UFC fighter of all time, pound for pound. Arguably, probably not anymore. It's probably gonna be John Jones or Demetrius Johnson.
Kane Jones.
Yeah.
Blue Pill Jones.
Blue Pill Jones, or it could be Brian Ortega. That's gonna be a good fight. Anywho, Weidman got lucky to beat Silva in the first fight. Caught him because Silva was showboating. Second fight, Silva breaks his leg trying to do a leg kick on him. Gets another win against Silva. He's 2-0 against Silva, so everyone's like, man, he's legit. Has been pretty mediocre since. Gotten beat up by, Luke Rockhold. Got damn near his life ended by Yoel Romero. So he's fighting Souza. This fight's going crazy, man. It's a good fight. Exchanging, a lot of standing up. Both of them are elite grapplers. Neither of them is trying to grapple. They're just trying to throw hands. Souza looks like he's gassing out a little bit. But still kind of like, taking a little break and then come back and throwing some crazy combinations. Third round, man. It is crazy. They exchange. They throw punches. Weidman's probably winning the fight as of this point. They both hit each other with straight rights. Boom. Souza takes that punch while hitting Weidman on the side of his forehead. Weidman all of a sudden freezes up, seizes up like he just got shot with the gun and falls backwards. Almost breaks his goddamn leg because his whole body seized up and his leg, the weight on one leg, like the leg kind of buckled, looked like it could have broken his goddamn leg. He falls over. Fight is not over.
No.
The referee says
Souza stopped.
Souza punched him. Is like, bruh, he looked like he just got shot by a gun.
Like,
he hit him and he and it fell.
I yelled, it's over. I'm yelling in the place, yelling, it's over. He out.
The referee's like, what are you talking about?
The referee telling him to go down and hit him.
So then Chris Weidman looking like he had a stroke, tries to grab the Souza with one arm and the other arm ain't moving. The other arm he's like trying to move over.
Basically did have a stroke.
He hit him.
One part of his brain wasn't working.
Bruh, that shit was crazy. I was like, that motherfucker just had like some serious brain damage, and this referee didn't just stop fighting me.
No, and Susie yelling at the ref, and then he had to hit him like twice before the referee finally broke it up.
Like
and then he starts yelling at the ref again, like, dude, why didn't you stop the fight? Why didn't you? He mad. That dude gained a lot of respect from him, my boy, Da Souza. And I know it's just Souza, but I put done on it. Like Sao Paulo.
And then the last fight was a Cormier-Lewis fight. It was pretty much what we thought it was going to be. Cormier uses grappling and wrestling to control the fight. Lewis threw some nice kicks.
He threw two nice kicks to start the fight.
Shows more athleticism. He threw like three kicks in the first round and then 0 punches. Derek Lewis threw 3 kicks and 0 punches in the first round.
It was easy for him to show athleticism because of who he was going against. Someone that's not that athletic. They both, put like if I would have stepped in that ring, they would have been like, hey man, I just want you in the ring just jumping around with them. You'd have been like, damn, are ref in the fight? They'd been like, man, that 42-year-old's the most athletic 42-year-old I've ever seen. No, I'm not that athletic. I'm in here with 2 out of shape fat motherfuckers in this octagon that can't move around.
Cormier is like your age.
Cormier, my age, well shit, then I'm really athletic for my age then. I guess I'm athletic for my age if Cormier my age. Cormier younger than me. He's like 38, isn't he?
No, he's like 40.
Brandon, give me some stats. Brandon, look it up. Brandon, stop.
Pop me a brew.
Stop handing out the brews and go ahead and look something up. Get the beer out your hands. I'm trying to get us drunk and high.
He's 39 years old.
39 years old, okay.
He probably just turned 39. I'm 42. My half birthday was last week.
March 20th.
See? So his half birthday was my half birthday was last week. And just to let you know, I'm waiting for my half a gift from both of you. And what that half a gift should be, it should be an additional. It should be additional $12.50. Yeah, I should have.
Not only we need to know your birthday, we need to calculate your half.
Now all of a sudden we need to turn. Now all of a sudden Aaron turned into a millennial birthday celebrator. Like,
no, that's not a millennial.
That is. I did not hear about it.
That's a little kid.
I heard that's.
All the part I heard is just for the kids.
It's my half.
I've heard some of these. Some of my friends who are in their mid-early 20s. Talk about their half birthday. So
that's what I got it from dating a millennial when I was dating Donnie. She was the one that celebrated my. I'll just use that as a reason to try to get a little freaky that night.
Nigga, if you give us, how about you give Brandon?
No, for your half I don't care about a half birthday for you two.
No, I got a good idea. For your half birthday, you give Brandon the first half of the title that you want, and you give me the second half of the title you want, and we'll put them titles together and get you a whole video.
Man, they be like city slickers, man. We trying to find out where this video's at.
Yeah, bro. Like, man, where the fuck did Curly put the next
clue? I'll tell you this, man. My half birthday.
What was that dude's name?
Just the reason.
That movie that played Curly.
Jack something, yeah. Jack Palance?
Yeah.
Not Jack.
It wasn't
Palance.
Jack Lemmon.
Palance.
Jack Lemmon?
Jack Palance.
Palance, yeah.
I just remember him from that. Those commercials where he's putting on the aftershave
and start sniffing.
I'm like, that motherfucker's creepy, bro. That is a pedophiliac if I ever seen one in my life.
No, man, that was how men did it back in the 70s and 80s. That's back in the day when life was good, when you could go in there and there was no such thing as Me Too. If you know what Me Too was? Me Too means you should be doing it too. Or Me Too was, hey, you didn't tell the secretary how beautiful she looked. You gotta do that to Me Too. That's the Me Too had different standards back then. How come you ain't saying that to Me Too? That's what it was back then. And that's back when men could be men and just act a fool and be bad. A bad man. The world's a better place now. The world's still shitty now. Keep going, Brandon. What's next on the subject?
Anyways, we gotta finish it up.
We didn't finish up yet?
Wait, no, man. We talked about the UFC for the last 25 minutes.
Yeah, that's the longest we ever talked about.
UFC.
Like, all the shit we talked like,
there's a lot.
Hey, UFC next fight, next pay-per-view is in December, and you're gonna see John Jones versus Gustafsson.
He's back?
He's back. My money is on John Jones. You also see
Brian.
Brian.
Your money on John Jones get suspended again? John Jones winning the fight?
But you also see Brian Ortega. I think he's not on the same card.
I'm with Michelle Watterson. They should be UFC should put out an all-woman pay-per-view card. She came out saying that.
How will we debate that?
No, because nothing to debate. Because the only reason I'm all for it is it's not because I want to watch the fight. Because you all know I'd rather my women make love than fight. But my reason for it is just this. I want it just so people could see, just so Michelle Watterson could see, shit, ain't nobody ordering this motherfucker. Well, unless they scantily clad, but then that's just sexist. So I think we need an all-women fight to see where the world needs to move to and grow.
Did she say when she thought it should happen by? Because I'm not against that happening, but the sport needs to grow and evolve more in that.
I agree. That's why I think this will help it grow because they'll see where they need to grow at. Because I don't think it'll be successful. Well, because it'll be like how many people go to WNBA games?
I don't know.
Because women's tennis is hit. Women's gymnastics is hit.
Well, WWE's trying to do a similar thing with the all-women.
They did all women's pay-per-view this past.
They did, and what were the numbers on it?
I didn't look it up. I didn't even know it was happening.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Exactly. First time I'm hearing about it right now, so I know it.
That's part of it. Is that I think it's something that needs to grow. It's something that's also just not. It's not us.
Don't worry, Pups. I got him, Pups.
It's not seen as something that is as entertaining, and it can be very entertaining. But where these sports are in their inception, I think part of it is that you gotta build something up before you put on a platform where you expect it to rival what the platform has typically shown in the common or popular format of society. So and unfortunately, and it is the way it is. Society's been built around this male-centric, white-centric mentality. So you have white athletes or variations of what it means to be an athlete with relation to whiteness, and it's typically male-dominated, and what it means to be male at the highest peak performance levels. You can't just throw out these other things and expect them to be able to catch on the same way. People have not been socially trained that way, and people have also learned to take on a certain understanding or a certain mindset when they watch these sporting events, which a lot of times does not coincide with the historical formats of what it means to be a person of color, typically, or a woman.
See, this is where Jared misses the line on his white privilege, right? And the same argument people make against him about why certain things happen, he just made against women.